Whew. Little, this, jeez, whoa, holy. Could say it's a little foggy. Beer, 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 beer. Hello everybody, welcome back to me, Neipa, for the Brewski review. And today the beer I have for you, again, is from the Northwinds Brewing Company up in Collingwood, Ontario, also in the village at Blue Mountain, where I did pick up these beers, this beer, and some other beers that you've seen or will see in the future reviews. Picked it up when I went up there with my friends Douglas, Chris, and Matthew. We went skiing and snowboarding. Great time. And they have the Northwinds Brew Pub there, where you can get a beautiful dinner. You can get some fantastic beer. It's a great time all around, and I'm going to bring some back, obviously, to share with you guys. So if you're ever in the Blue Mountain area, I do recommend stopping in for a bite. They got great food. Douglas ordered a big plate of 2 pounds of ribs and fries and sauces all the day in and day out. Crazy ridiculous. Really good food. But today, we are looking at their Foggy Shores New England IPA. Boom, look at that. Very, very dark can. Dark grays, blacks, purples, and a little bit of blues going on. New England IPA coming in at 5% alcohol by volume. Seems a little low for a New England IPA, to be honest. I don't think I've had something this low. I think the lowest I've had is maybe around a 6. But 5, okay, I can get behind that. And how many IBUs? 33 IBUs. So let's crack this bad boy open. Let's see what we got. That's a very big pour, even like the last beer that I had, or it will be in the future, depending on how I edit these. Very big pours. Great stuff, though. Rickard's Red pint glass, because this is the one that I grabbed for the review session tonight. Pour about half in there. Looking at it, hazy. Not almost hazy crazy sort of levels. Nice orangey brown color. Indeed, that's looking quite nice. Off-white head on top as well. Looking pretty. Let's have a smell. Wow, okay, so where do I start? Well, let's start with the obvious. Piney, grapefruity. Moving into a melon and like an orange creamsicle. Yeah, orange creamsicle sort of aroma. Yeah, big orange creamsicle, mangoes. Light piney grapefruity, but that's definitely the biggest note, is that orange creamsicle sort of flavor, sort of aroma. That smells juicy and just delicious. Yeah, orange creamsicle is definitely the thing that I'm getting off that. Giving a little bit of agitation. Let's see how it changes. A bit more of a dank resiny pine sort of opens up. A little bit of more citrus. That creamsicle, that sweet creamsicle sort of leaves. Backed up by sort of like a citrusy lemon or lemongrass. That kind of changed it up. Went from fruity, sweet, orangey creamsicle to like more dank, resiny, lemony, lemongrass sort of citrus notes when you agitate it a bit. That is pretty cool. Let's have a sip. On the sip, remarkably smooth. Heavier beer. Moderate to heavy body, but ridiculously smooth. There's carbonation in here for sure, but you're not really getting much. I'm not saying that it feels like not carbonated or undercarbed. It is just so smooth. It's velvety. It's a velvety boy, that's for sure. But flavors, I got a nice bit of flavor there, but I was focusing on the body. We need more research. So cheers, everybody. Let's keep on drinking. Flavors. Again, with that orange creamsicle. The creamsicle part leaves for the most part compared to the aromas, but orangey citrus, mangoes, citrus rind, grapefruit, pine. Candied orange in a sense. And then just a nice lingering hop bitterness. Nothing distinct, but just general hop bitterness. A little bit more piney on the end, slightly resinous, but damn, that is really good. One thing that I do have to say though, it is 5% ABV, which is good if you have a few drinks lined up. The thing though is that the body of it, because it is a bigger body, it does have. It's a heavier beer. It is a heavier beer. So you wouldn't really want to drink a bunch of these in a sitting. Alcohol and ABV wise, totally fine for that. But just the magnitude of the body, I think might be a little bit overwhelming. Maybe not only for your palate, but also the stomach definitely sits a little heavy. But it's great in the sense that if you have this and then maybe a few lighter bodied beers, you can still enjoy those without being blasted by any alcohol sort of effects right out of the gate kind of thing. If this is the first beer you're going to drink, you're not looking at like a high 6 to high 7 New England style. You're getting solid 5, standard 5, nothing crazy, nothing overwhelming on the alcohol side of things. So I really do enjoy that. But yeah, sessionability definitely really not there because of the magnitude of the body of this beer. I'm not saying it's the heaviest beer in the world, but it is a solid New England heavier body IPA. The flavors on here, that citrusy orange. A little reminiscent of that creamsicleness on the flavor, but that's in addition to some more mango flavors and other stuff like that. But so far, so good. Looking on the can, Foggy Shores New England IPA from Northwinds Brewing Company. Boom. There you go. On the back, we do have a description. Founded in 2013, Northwinds Brewery mashes through an all-season outdoor lifestyle with inventive beers. Small batch brewing done with consistency and refinement to deliver the freshest handcrafted ales and lagers. Enjoy one today. So a general description of the brewery itself, not for the specific beer, which is fine. I can deal with that. On the side, we do have the ABV and IBU. Like I said, 5% ABV, 33 IBUs. We also have an original gravity of 11.6 degrees Plato, and then a final gravity of 2.3 degrees Plato. As well, we do have their date coding thing, which is just numbers 1 to 12, and they mark off which number of month it was packaged on, and this has a mark on 2, so this was packaged in February. The date, like the actual day number, we have no idea. Also the year, not too sure, but my best bet is that it was packaged in the year 2020, because that would be a little awkward if it was packaged a year ago, over a year ago. So, not the best date code that I've seen before, but they do have something in place, and I can definitely get on board with that. So, moving over to the website, northwindsbrewery.com, you go to the beer section, and you kind of search around a little bit, and you keep searching for the Foggy Shores, and, well, you kind of come up with nothing. So, bit of a bummer there, just like the Smash Yarilo Hops beer, we could not find the page for it. And just like this beer, we cannot find the page for it either. Bit of a bummer, but say we're just going to click on Noisy Parker to see what they give you. And looks like for some of the beers, I said in the Yarlow one, you get a description of the beer itself. That was the same on the can, I would assume. But picking on Noisy Parker, you get brewmaster's notes, tasting notes, and then your ABV, IBU, SRM, OG, and FG. So you do get a little bit more depending on the beer. What was I looking for? SRM. Nope, no SRM on the can. So sadly, can't give you any more information about the beer other than what I'm tasting and what's given to me on the can, because websites, kind of nothing there. Again, a little bit of a busy website. I like though some of the beers do have more information than others. I don't know why some do have that though, where there's more that's one thing that kind of confuses me, is why on a brewery's website some beers have a ton of information and then others really have nothing. I don't know why they do that or set it up that way. I think it should be either or. You give a lot or you give nothing. Just my personal opinion on it. Make it a little bit more uniform across the board, but hey, what can you do? Again, price for this, like I said, I can't find the prices on the website, but I remember when I was at the brewery, they're anywhere from $3.50 to $4 for the tall boy cans. They do kegs. Upon request, 30 and 50 liter kegs noted on the website. You'll see all that down in the description box below, so don't even worry about it. I got you covered. Finally, moving over to Untapped, Foggy Shores by Northwinds Brewing Company has been given a 3.54 bottle caps out of 5, and that's out of 197 ratings. Overall, a pretty damn good beer. I haven't had New England in a little bit, as far as I know. And when I say in a little bit, probably means like a few weeks to a month at most. But damn good stuff. Definitely a heavier body. As IPAs go, New England's usually have a bit heavier of a body, but this one in particular seems to be a little bit heavier than what I remember in the past. But at least the ABV is only sitting at 5, so you can get a big beer without the big alcohol consequences. So you can have it and not have to worry about being a little too far ahead of the game if you still have other beers in your lineup for the day or for the night. That's a nice little thing. See, not all beers have to be big and boozy, because sometimes you want to enjoy a good plethora of beers. You don't want to be bogged down by getting too drunk too quickly. So I do appreciate that indeed. With that said, guys, cheers on the final sip. Let's get right to ratings and wrap this thing up. Overall, Foggy Shores, that is a dank and resinous ending. Dank and resinous ending of that beer. Very lingering of the dank and resiny. Delicious. Good. It's a good finish. It lasts long, but it's good. It's pleasant. It's pleasant indeed. Getting off track, but also on track. Sorry about that. Numbers. Where do I put this beer? Foggy Shores New England IPA. A solid beer, good flavors. The aroma of orange creamsicle is amazing when you agitate it, throwing in that dankness. Boom, good to go on the flavor. Reminiscent still of orange creamsicle, minus a lot of the creamsicle sweetness portion, but definitely more of a heavier beer. Where do I put it? I think I'm going to put it rated a 7.5 out of 10 for me. As for presentation, very similar to the Yarlow can. It's a little dark in my opinion. The colors of it a little hard to see sometimes, depending on what light you're in. But you got a description not of the beer itself, but of the brewery, which is I can get behind that. ABVs, IBUs, OG and FG all listed in degrees Plato for the OG and FG respectively, and a sort of date code thing, so that's good. Sadly, nothing on the website, but the website does give you some information on the beer depending on which one you're looking at. I'm going to rate it the same that I did in the Yarlow. Presentation gets a solid 7.5 as well. Before I leave you guys, if you have any comments, questions, or beers you want to review in the future, you can leave all that information down in the comment box below. If you want to go ahead and like this video or subscribe to me, Maypruski, it'd be greatly appreciated as well. And with all that said, that's going to do it for me, Maypruski. Like I always say, crack a beer, and enjoy. Cheers. Don't let your drives be foggy because it's kinda dangerous. So stop over at a buddy's place and crack a fresh pint. Cheers.